We deemed the upper 25 miles of the middle fork of the Salmon River in Idaho to be hazardous due to recent log jams and landslides. Thus, we found ourselves flying into a Forest Service backcountry dirt strip at the confluence with Indian Creek. 5 oar boats, a paddle boat, kayak, 14 people, their food, and camping gear all have to fit in 3 flights of this plane. Indian Creek in the foreground on the right, and the landing strip just beyond that next to the river. Basically a whole day of hauling gear from the landing strip down to the river, packing it, organizing, and doing it again. It's mile 0 for us, but mile 25 from the normal traditional put-in. From now on, I'll be using the traditional miles.
Cutthroat, see? It's a nice fish.
See you later, Nancy. Have fun, Karen. 1 mile down to Sunflower Hot Springs. And then there goes Russ and Kathy. And there goes Peter and Chloe. Real easy water down to Sunflower. And then we'll spend hours there. We have a very short day today. Looks like Billy and Phil are ready to launch. And I guess Billy must be in the paddle boat today. Was yesterday as well. And Doc's rowing the rental. And the paddle boat with Derek at the captain, Colton, Billy, Skip, and Mark. And there's the Marble Creek pack rig. I hope they don't want this same small eddy I'm in. Hot showers on the salmon, huh? Woo.
What the? No. I guess I did.
It went right through his hand.
It did, right through my fingers.
Okay, 5-4.
Okay, here we go. George.
Yeah! Oh, he caught it. He caught it.
Find some better opponents next time.
Yes, so the people.
Maybe we'll get Karen.
Yeah. Oh no!
He caught it!
Did you?
I did.
I don't think I saw that.
Taking off from Jackass Camp, just below Jackass Rapid. We're pretty close. Mark's having a great time fishing. We've got a long day today, 21 miles, and at the end, a whole stack of rapids. Big day today actually motivated everybody to get started early, and we're launching before anybody upstream of us has passed us. So that's an auspicious beginning. I'll bet that wasn't their first rapid. And they can port it so easy. But I'm not sure what packed ridge this is. Wilderness, but it does have its amenities. Private ranch here at Loon Creek. And there's an airstrip, and they have a little store hoping to sell anything to anybody. Working horses, working mules, cabins to rent, and a working border collie. and fishing down at Loon Creek and a hot springs.
But the thing is,
Loon Creek.
so, and I think here we'll record them sometime. Yeah, it's pretty risky too. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's like it's probably worse than motorcycle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Doing stuff like that. Flying around.
I remember a very fun layover day here at this hot spring. Note Colton's hat just dangling off the front of the boat. 2008 Cove Creek flash flood pushed boulder debris out into the river, flooding Tappan 2 above and enlarging this Tappan 3 Falls.
Crap Creek!
It's kind of a yoga pose.
Don't poop yourself.
You need to spread wider.
These Dutch people are so insensitive.
Don't do the tongue. You got it, Dad. You got it.
Tongue. It'll stick to your tongue if you stick it out there.
Yay!
I'm still in the game. I'm still in.
You still got it. You still got it.
Leaving Funston Camp. Gonna head down to the Flying V and pick up some water to drink. And then a short ways below that is Haystack and camp. didn't mean to wake you up from your nap.
You got separated from.
Go coffee creamer and pour it out and then put a mat down here. Yeah, you can lay it. Yep.
Just below the Flying V is the Bernard Pack Bridge, which was built in 1957 and was rebuilt in the year 2001 after significant damage by 150-mile-an-hour wildfire-generated winds. Kind of like the Erie Canal, but different kind of mules. We missed our camp eddy, so hauling some of the boats upriver and footing the cargo the rest of the way. It worked.
Document it.
Oops.
No, we'll be able. We have to go wide. We have to go wide.
Nice job. That was pretty straightforward. The Bernard airstrip just upstream from our camp is the very last one on the Middle Fork of the Salmon. A shady, cool layover day and a nice hiking trail lent its way quite nicely to a downstream hike. Doc and I found the remains of a predator's bird meal, and Doc maybe even found the pounce tracks. Besides being pretty, it gave me a great chance to scout the rapids downstream from our layover camp. Some debate whether this is called Porcupine, Jack Creek, or Earthquake Rapid. A couple of ducks were enjoying their warm, sunny rocks so much that they didn't mind me a bit. Sweet boats are quite popular with the commercial outfitters as they carry a lot of cargo and have minimal draft, so they ride over the low water rocks very nicely. Drift boats are quite popular with the fishermen. The downstream pine-covered bar is where I turn back. I'm no herpetologist, and the markings can vary a lot, but since this guy slithered into a gopher hole after a meal, I think we can call it a gopher snake.
Seems like Phil would.
That actually served its purpose.
Yeah, I remember rowing that down Lador, and it worked.
It was a bucket boat.
Yep. That was the time Phil forgot his frame.
Now the end of our layover day. Taking off from about mile 45 or 6. I think we've got 18 miles today, and Weber and Redside at the end. That is Earthquake Rock. Came down in the big quake of 1983. Earthquake Rock! Yep, came down from where that pine tree is. However, some folks say this is Earthquake Rock. Good job, Doc. Now, the astute observer may note that these kayaks are hybrids. They're whitewater-specific touring boats with a sealed bulkhead storage in back of the paddler. Quite ideal for a trip like this that's self-supported. We just had lunch across from Kimmel Creek Waterfall. In fact, it was so windy that you had to paddle the air currents as much as the water. And at one point, the wind almost knocked me over.
They say anything about snow?
I think the only things I've heard is there's been a lot of wind and work. Maybe we should skip the hike. Vale Falls. This wind is sort of like a mist fall. Between the wind and the seasonal low water, I definitely think Mist Falls is the best name. Yeah, but that name's already taken by a waterfall a few miles downstream. What's the landmark for Parrot Placer?
Remember,
Okay, river right. It's pretty soon, isn't it? Okay.
Get! Get! Don't come back! Oh.
Okay.
Get! Hey, bear! Hey! Hey, bear! Hey!
Well, of course, this is old poop, but it does prove and show what he's been eating. These golden currents have been everywhere. Leaving Parrot Placer, our last camp on the river. So this is day 7. We joined the main fork down below after a lot of good rapids. Ah, civilization. The confluence with the main fork of the Salmon.